Joining me now, founder of Endeavor PAC, Tiffany Smiley, along with senior political commentator and former director of public affairs at DOJ, Sochi Hinojosa. Glad to have both of you here. Tiffany, let me begin with you. And on that point that Marjorie Taylor Greene just raised, I mean, she's saying that she's calling out her own party. She is talking about no solutions, Republicans hurting people. Does this indicate that there is a messaging blame game that's now pointed at Republicans?
Well, no, I think what she is saying is that the Democrats are actually doubling down and inflicting national harm on the American people while they just continue to pander and play to their far left radical base.
Well, she said no solutions about Republicans, though.
Yeah, but she talked about the American people. So this squarely lies on the Democrats' shoulders. According to the American people, they don't like any of this at all. The recent poll showed 70% of Americans actually oppose a government shutdown. 65% actually want Democrats to join the Republicans with their clean, nonpartisan, continuing resolution. So there's the facts of what the American people want, and then we just continue to see these games being played. It's shameful that the Democrats are willing to sort of hold hostage our troops, military families, law enforcement. They're not going to be getting paid, and they're holding them hostage to pander to their far-left, Soros-backed base. And that's what's at play right now. They are using federal funding to hold hostage the Republicans, because the question at play is it's 1.5 trillion wish list of demands.
Well, she's not buying
that's
this
not
at all.
serious.
No, and I'm not buying it. The reason I'm not buying it at all is that the vast majority of the American people do not want their health care to go up. And that is just the reality. That is why Marjorie Taylor Greene is upset about this. 60% of self-identified MAGA supporters do not want their health care to go up, and they believe that we should extend the ACA subsidies. And Democrats have tried time and time again to go ahead and bring this up. They tried to put it in Trump's big, beautiful bill. They did not allow them to do that. And this is the only time I will agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And this isn't about Soros. This has nothing to do with Soros. No one is talking about Soros. Soros isn't even talking about this.
Well, they're playing to the base, and that's what's holding up the government
It's not the base. I would say that MAGA, self-identified MAGA Republicans are not the base. They also would like to see these healthcare subsidies renewed. But what I will say about this is she brings up a good point. There is not a lot of time here. The health insurance companies this month are setting the rates. Open enrollment starts in November. The healthcare costs will go up. And there is talk about a potential extension. And the reason why Jeffries said that he did not agree with that extension is because an extension for 1 year means that Republicans would potentially go ahead and say, sure, we'll promise this in 1 year. But then 1 year after the midterm elections, they could end up stabbing Americans in the back.
Well, here's what Jeffrey said about that issue. I want people to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, what world are these MAGA extremists living in right now? To think that Democrats are going to go along with a 1 year extension from a group of people, meaning the Republicans, who just permanently extended massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors. It's a laughable proposition. The Democratic position has been clear. Permanent extension. And let's go from there.
Tiffany, why should Democrats trust Republicans here?
Well, it was under the Biden administration that the subsidies were set to expire, first of all. So while it is important and that needs to be discussed, I want to bring up a quote that I found from Senator Chris Murphy in Connecticut. And he said it best over a decade ago. There is a time and a place to debate health care, just like there is a time and a place to debate energy policy and immigration and education, but not when funding of the federal government and all lives that are impacted by it hang in the balance. So the most important thing to get done right now is to fund the government.
But my question is, why should they trust that you will do that after they fund the government, and that the issue that you both have conceded is so important to American people and health care will actually be addressed adequately?
Well, that's what I believe Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about. Let's get there so we can fund the government and then have the conversation about the subsidies that are important and they stand on their own 2 feet and deserve their own discussion.
Well, then why is this, if Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about Republicans have no solutions,
yeah.
Tiffany is saying that Democrats hold the bag and the blame here. Republicans are in control of the White House.
They are.
Of course, the House and the Senate.
Yes, they can end this
Why would Democrats be blamed?
I don't know why Democrats would be blamed. I do not believe that they will be blamed. I think this ends one of
Because
two
Does it
ways.
matter, though?
Their
Excuse me,
1.2 trillion is unserious.
But I want to know why. I heard your point, and that's what Jeffrey's was talking about. But Sochi, what can Democrats do to defend against that message?
Because there are one of two things that are going to happen. Either they're going to not extend it, and there will be a few Democrats that end up voting for Republicans. The government will be open, and then Democrats will be using this in the midterm elections. Or Donald Trump sees the numbers and understands that he needs to go ahead and extend these and come to a deal with Jeffrey. So regardless of how this ends, we are talking about people's health care and how this is impacting people's lives ahead of the midterm elections, and also it end up doing something for the American people that is a good thing, which is making sure that their health care remains low.
Let's all agree on one point. Federal workers ought not to be collateral damage in any of these discussions. Tiffany, Sochi, both, thank you so much. And hey, thank you all for watching. Anderson Cooper 360 is next.